Awesome. All right. Welcome everyone. My name is Tan. I'm a registered dietitian. I am here today to present you guys how to make chicken dumplings. And thank you all for joining me today. It is 1 o'clock in New York time. I have two cameras here. One that I can talk to you guys, maybe answer some questions, and the other camera is here. We're gonna show you how to really make some dumplings. So dumplings, I'm sure everybody or a lot of people had tried some dumplings before from restaurants, supermarkets, or you make at home. So for if you don't know yet, dumplings is really a very traditional Chinese cuisine, and the meaning behind it is more important than um, just eating it as a dish. So today I wanted to introduce you our Asian cuisine. Dumpling, it is a round shape, so it really means for us, meaning is get together, everybody get together, family gathering. And also it looks like ancient Chinese money. So it also represents wealth as well. So a lot of times in Chinese New Year, that's what we are going to eat and make together. But over time, we really make it into a day-to-day dishes. So today I am going to share you guys how to make chicken dumplings. I wanted to see if I can share the recipe here. Okay, share. So this is the recipe that we are using today. Uh, if you guys wanted to take a screenshot, it's a good time for now. So today we are using the ingredients shown here, ground chicken, which we already get it chopped up. And then we'll have some soy sauce, Shaoxing cooking wine, some vinegar, and green onions, carrots, some cabbage, and then also some cornstarch, white pepper, salt over here. And so as you can see from this camera, we also have a special ingredient here. It's made from ginger, scallion. Basically, you are just putting soak those ginger and scallion into water. That's going to be the secret ingredient that makes dumplings so delicious. Okay, so I'm gonna unshare this recipe for now. Stop sharing. Okay, so for the time's sake, we got some dumpling wrappers here, so we don't have to make it from scratch. But of course, if you like, you can make your own wrapping paper. Okay. Before we make the dumplings, we're gonna prepare for the filling. So we are going to mix everything together with the chicken. Okay. So I like my dumpling to be high protein, high fiber. So I want it to be a lot of chicken in it, right? So and then you can put the vegetables that you like. Normally it could be cabbage and chop it up. And then carrots so that you get some vitamin A, some scallion, give it a little bit of squeeze. And if you wanted to increase the carb ratio, you can also add some corn. So this is a corn that you can get it from the supermarket. So you're gonna put some corn in it. Feel free to ask me any questions if you have. This is a live cooking demo, so this is a good option, a good way for us to learn from each other. If you have better way to do it, let me know. Okay. Sugar. So let's put the secret ingredient here. This is just like the water, but flavor water. So now we are going to put in each ingredient. Soy sauce. The the recipe that I shared just now, it was 1 pound of meat, but today I'm doing half of them. So everything within the recipe is going to be divided by half. Okay, so the wine that we going to use. And go to any Chinese supermarket and get this dosing. Or you just need to adjust. All right, and at this point, we will add in the salt and white pepper. What is the white powder? That will be the cornstarch so that we can stick everything all together instead of making it very loose within the dumpling wrapper. So we're gonna put some cornstarch. Okay, so salt. Normally when we make the dumplings, I'll put less salt because when uh, we serve the dumplings, we also need to dip in some dipping sauce. And you can always adjust the taste from there. So we just put a little bit of salt here. Okay. The white pepper. So if you don't have white pepper at home, which we normally use white pepper, but if not, you can use black pepper. That's fine too. You don't really need to measure everything. If that makes it easier for you, of course you can, but you can take a look at the recipe list. Okay. All right. At this point, we already ready for mix everything. If you have different kind of vegetable that you like, that will by all means you can use all of those. But those are the uh, normal ingredient that we will use. Okay. Let me answer some questions from the chat. Okay, so I'm allergic to sesame oil, olive oil. Okay to use in this recipe. Is all yes. Olive oil will be fine because we're not going to deep fry the dumpling, so olive oil will be a good substitution. Otherwise, you can use avocado oil, peanut oil. Those will be fine too. The difference between the white pepper and black pepper will be the taste, basically. Yeah. Okay, so now we are going to mix all the ingredients together so that we are ready to make dumpling. With this recipe, we are aiming for a high protein, high fiber, low carb recipes. Um, so it's very good for everybody, especially if people wanted to lose weight or have some blood sugar dysregulation. This is a good recipe to use. And today we're making a lot of dumplings. So if you can serve your whole family or you can store in your freezer and it's good for up to 1 month. This is the reason why we need to use the spoon because you might overdo it. Everything is mixed right now and smells good. Now the next step, we are going to wrap it and let it sit in the refrigerator for a little bit. So that is easier when we are going to wrap it. So while we let the filling cool down in the refrigerator, I'm gonna show you how to make them. So I wanted to show you different types of dumplings. Here are the dumplings that I made for myself. So this you can see is more like a wonton shape dumplings. We use different paper. Those are square paper. And this is the dumplings that we are going to make today. This is the final shape of it. Okay. Before we do, I am going to boil some water just to save us some time. And of course, you can make pan-fried dumplings afterwards, but today we are doing a boiled one. All right. So we'll need a space right here. Also want some powder on it, so it doesn't stick the end. Put some flowers on your station. Need some water. Step 5. All right, this might be the hardest part for today, but I'm gonna show you step by step. Okay, so those are the wrapping paper, okay? And it's pretty thick, and you don't need to prep anything for this. You just simply make them, spread them out like this, or this. All right, first make prepare, wash your hand, right? Now, let me grab some. I like to use a knife. You can use chopsticks. Okay. So the first step is wet the paper. Okay. There's two sides. One side has more powder on it. The other side is more smooth. We're gonna use the smooth side and then wet the paper. So that later when we press it, it sticks to each other. Okay. So now I'm just gonna demonstrate how to make one dumpling. Even though the filling is not ready. Okay. So you're gonna do like this, catch those, and then squeeze them together. In the middle, squeeze them together. Okay, and from now on, one, from the end to the center. Okay, and let me see. And this is one side. So the other side, we use the other one. So pull the upper paper towards the middle and then pinch. Pull, pinch. Pull, pinch. And then at the end, just pinch everything to seal it so it won't break. Okay, so one dumpling like this. Pretty easy, right? Okay, so this is one way to make it. I'm going to show you another way that it's going to be easier. Same thing. Paper. Outer side, not going to use it. Other side. But like the paper. You can put more if you want. It's just sometimes you don't want to break the whole paper and not putting too much in it. But once you get better on it, and you will want it to put more filling. So another way is just press everything all together because you already wet the paper, so it's easier to press everything, right? Like this. Now use your two finger like this and squeeze it. Like this. You squeeze them in. Just a little bit. Still like the round shape, right? You will get better and better. Okay, so this is another way. There's a way to you can use any type of technique as long as you seal the whole thing. When we cook it, it's not gonna break, and that's it. That's all it matters. All right, you don't have to make it really pretty, but all right. So I'm gonna show you. Press everything all together. This is easy. Then two fingers each side and squeeze towards the middle. And that's fine too. Okay. Let me know if you want me to show you the more how to make dumplings. Okay, we're gonna do it one more time as we go, but feel free to ask me any question at this point. We are going to make all the dumplings today and serve it at the end. Press it in, inch towards the middle. Inch towards the middle. I'll go over there and show you guys the next one. Okay. Now you have. Let me see if you have a better idea. So right here, you can press it all together, right? In the middle, pinch them. Now, you just want to use the upper paper. Go ahead and pull it towards the middle. Okay, I think it's better right here. The upper paper, pull it towards your finger in the middle, right? And then press. Pull and then press. Okay. There's no one technique is better than the other one. All you need to do is make sure everything is sealed. So this is how we make dumplings. Okay, and after we make the dumplings, we can. The next step is to wrap it and put it into the freezer so you can freeze it. And after you freeze it, just like how we have it right now, and you can put it in a zipper bag and just store it in the freezer for up to 1 month. And now I'm going to show you how to once you have two ways to enjoy it. Once is when you make it fresh, we can boil it right here, or after you freeze it, and we can still do the same thing. It's just the boiling time and the technique will be a little bit different. Okay, I'm gonna explain later. Let me wash my. So to boil a frozen dumpling, we really need to make sure you stir your water all the time, not to prevent the dumpling from sticking in the bottom, on the bottom of the boiling pan. Otherwise, they will all stick together, and then the beautiful dumpling you make is gonna be not pretty. So we have some boiling water here. Boiling water. Today I'm gonna show you it's very easy technique, you just need to be mindful of. So this is the dumpling we just made. But they are going to stick at the bottom. That's why we need to stir them. gently so that they don't stick to the bottom or to each other. Okay. And the other technique is as you as you see they are boiling right now, and they're gonna boil at to the point that it will break the paper. So when we normally what we will do is we'll stop the boiling and adding more water on it. So let it be hot, but not so warm. It might take 10 minutes to cook it. That's why each time once you prep everything, all the dumplings, you have it in the freezer, and next time it's going to take 10 minutes to boil it. It's just because you can't just let it boil over there. You have to make sure they're not breaking. Any questions so far? Besides the chicken filling, you can choose pork, beef. If you're a vegetarian, you can do tofu, eggs. But with the eggs, you will need to make some scrambled egg first, and then mix it with the vegetables that you like. Because this pot, it is fresh made dumplings, so we don't really need to boil for 10 minutes, maybe around 7, 8 minutes until the best way to check if it's really cooked is if the dumpling is floating now. Right? Remember at the beginning when we put it in, it sank to the bottom. So now it kind of flow on top. That means it is ready to be served. Okay. And if you were boiling a lot of them, I would recommend you to have a bigger pot and then continue adding more water so that it won't really break the paper. Okay. Well, I think this one is good for now. I'm gonna show you what it looks like when we boil some frozen dumpling. You can still use the same pot of water. Either way, the dumpling, as long as sealed, is fine. They look the same to me. Okay. Frozen dumpling here. Sometimes they stuck together even though you first freeze it and separate them before you store them. So really not my demonstration is not as good, but as for you, you can place them onto a flat pan and separate them one by one, freeze it, and then take them off, and then they won't stick together. So this is more like I didn't freeze it long enough. and put them together so they can stuff together. Okay? But if it's happened, it's still fine. We just put everything all together and stir them as we go, and then they will separate itself. Just need to be gentle. Okay. So while we're doing this, we are going to show you how to serve the chicken dumpling with. Uh, Sometimes some people like soy sauce. We can definitely serve it with low sodium soy sauce. So it's not as high in sodium because we did put some salt in the dumpling filling already. Or if you like sour taste, you can do vinegar. So it really depends on how and what kind of taste you prefer. Some people like spicy. You can definitely have the spicy chili oil, like the Sichuan style, and add all whatever ingredients you like. Okay. You see right now, they just separate them by a gentle touch. Some of them still stick together, but we just need to give it some time. If you like to or you prefer fried dumplings, the correct way to do is when you after you boil them, right? You will have to let it cool down a little bit or dry it out a little bit. Okay, and then place them on the pan and pan fry the dumpling as you go. Then you will get your pan fried dumpling. But not to pan fry the dumpling when it's frozen. Okay. Normally what I do is, so with my meal planning, I like to have my lunch prep with some dumplings and then I'll have some salad or cooked vegetable with me. So I have a high protein, high fiber, and low carb lunch with me and get my sauce. So it's a very easy prep lunch. Sometimes for breakfast, we can make a soup dumplings. It's more preferred by a lot of Asian. Um, and you have some hot soup in the morning. And of course, it could be your staple food, but because today we make a really high protein one, so it could be served as a main dish as well. Or put in more water. They boil again. So this is frozen. That means we need to boil it longer times, maybe 10 minutes. If you don't take care of it, it will just be broke. They will be apart and you won't see a dumpling at all. Okay. Any questions, everybody? If not, that's all for today's demonstration for chicken dumplings. I hope you guys enjoy it and feel free to try it at home. It's going to be a very delicious, yes, So this is the finished product, right? This is the dumplings, and this is the one that we make for the first one, first, and then the other one that we just press it firmly is going to be looking like this. So either way, it looks the same after you have a finished product, right? So I hope you guys uh, enjoy this today's cooking demo. Let me see if I have any more questions. Can you add in air fryer or can you fry it? Yes, you can. Well, I haven't tried the air fryer yet, but you can definitely pan fry it. Thank you for suggesting using scrambled eggs. You're very welcome. So for vegetarian, is will be a better option. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a nice day. Hope to see you guys soon. Bye bye.